He's saying all these, the Jokic, the SGA, none of them are American, and they're all winning MVP because of cancel culture. Cancel culture basically saying these coaches can't coach like they need to coach. So America is getting a step behind because in Europe or wherever they're coming from, they getting after them. So what you think about it, Terry?
Well, I think it's this is the first time we've ever had a guard win MVP who was foreign. So I think this is a change. It's a real the bell is ringing that we are behind this American basketball.
Wow.
And I do agree that the AAU system is part of that problem. When you look at the foreign kids, they had those basketball camps, kind of like soccer camps, where they practice all week and play one game a week. Over here, we practice once and play 4 games a weekend. And then what happens is that you're playing all those games and you're reinforcing bad habits and getting praise for it. You're getting praise and notoriety for it. You got coaches who are clout chasing for clout and Nike deals and shoes and waiting for handouts from these players when they get to the league. And if we look at it back in the day, we did have a system that would rival the foreign system. It was called high school basketball. Yeah. It was called college basketball, where you took pride in winning your state championship. You took pride in trying to win a national championship. You learn discipline from high school coaches, college coaches. You learn how to win and appreciate winning. These are things that you learn on that level. Because once you get to the pros, you should already have your fundamentals. That came from the high school level. That came from the college level. So we're not getting that now in AAU, and that's where we're falling short. I think.
It's a little bit blanket statement. You can't say all AAU programs are not providing the discipline, the fundamentals. Some are built well. There's just a lot that are garbage, to be quite honest.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but you can say that about everything. There's no absolutes. But AAU does suck, I think. And I'm a part of AAU, but I think it sucks. I can tell because you walk in the gym, too many guys are just playing basketball. And I'm like, okay, to your point, this happened in football. And one of the things I really think is like a golden rule is to use practice as practice. Because I remember when practice was practice, that means what can't I do well? We're going to work on today. The team, the individual groups, everything was practice. Like we're not trying to see perfection on Wednesday, practice. And then I remember it switched. And you know why it switched? It's because the coaches were getting fired before they could even really teach the team and learn, So the coaches, it starts with the coach. He's like, I got 1 year, maybe 2. I'm playing the best. So then that trickles down to he tells all his coaches, make sure these guys are ready to play. Okay? So guess how you get ready to play? Now in practice, we playing. And practice went from practice to performance. So you can't come on Wednesday, and I couldn't do a good swim move in the NFL. I could do a good rip move, but I needed to work on my swim. You better not get in practice and work on your swim, the one you can't do, because then you're going to lose to the other guy. Then your backup's going to take your job, and then coach is going to play him because he's practicing better than you, which is really he's just performing. I'm still probably a better player. I'm just trying to round out my game, and you won't let me. So then I see it at AAU right now. This is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away. The kid goes for 28. He does the same thing and exploits this one team because they can't defend that. Good for him. Here's the problem. This AAU team going to have to play that AAU team, and then that guy's going to play the guy from Europe. And that guy from Europe ain't trying to perform. He practicing. And then he going to meet him, and he going to be round, and your ass going to be singular. Maybe he got 2 things going. He going to wear you out. And that's what track and field tells me that and show me that more than anything. Like, you fast in L.A., good for you. Wait till you see Omaha. Then wait till you see Lexington. Then wait till you see Nebraska and all these places. And you're like, shit. Everywhere they coming from, and they round. And so AAU is just telling these kids kind of to stay a little too singular for my taste.
My fault. One thing, and another thing is this: I don't think that the coaches, they can't really coach these kids. Like you can't instill discipline. You can't yell at them. You can't curse at them. And why?
That was Jay's point.
Because then they'll transfer. they'll leave it. They'll
Path of least
new
resistance.
AAU team.
Yep.
You be seeing these kids playing for 4 or 5 high schools. And they'll get the transfer portal in college. And look at the pros. If you get coached, look at Malone.
Denver.
You coach them too hard, you get fired, or
Peace.
you force your way out.
Peace.
So that whole mentality is trickled down into the pro sports.
But that depends on the team, the kids that are on the team. We've seen it all. We've seen coaches that are cursing, yelling at their kids, and it works.
Yeah.
Those kids go flip. All right, I got you, coach.
Yeah.
And they're back on track.
They go hard.
But there are some kids that are like, no, I don't want anything to do with this. The parents too. I don't want anything to do with this, and they leave. But there's no perfect fit. Some coaches thrive with the yelling, cursing. Some are more the quieter. I'll show you with my body and explain, but I'm not going to yell and curse at you. Just every child responds differently to.
But that's not, I don't think, what he's saying. Well, discipline is not about your volume either, because your words lose power the higher the volume. Like a Belichick, he yelled in certain moments. Most of the time, he just was, and then you knew what it was, right? Who else? Saban. Those guys would go crazy, and that's highlight material. What's normal is them telling you, you know the standard. We preaching the standard. I think I didn't need coaches to yell. My best coaches didn't yell. Everybody yells sometimes, but I'm talking about they didn't lead with yelling, but they led with accountability, consequences. Yes. Like you were like, if I fuck, like your parents, if I fuck up, I know what's gonna happen. And I think it's always that with any kid. I'm just down on our programs in general, our AAU and everything, just because the results speak for itself. Like we ain't gotta lie about it. We could just still look around and say, whoa, there's a lot of basketball, there's a lot of game. So to the point, we're on the AAU team, and quickly I realized my son, as long as he's on this AAU team, is going to have to do skills practices. Always. Like, right? And then I was looking for like who, and I already knew him, but it was weird. We disconnected Corey and we got back together. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most, and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you. It's so crazy people still stuck in Patrick Mahomes in the offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers? This is Marcellus Wiley on the rocks.